So Jordan Willis is depressed, and it's all your fault. It's your fault for speculating. It's your fault for these wild accusations. You have no idea what he's going through, and shame on you all for doing so. Well, an article has came out, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about. And if an open conversation is something you prefer, then this is the place for you. Welcome to The Point, so let's talk about it.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
So Jordan Willis is depressed, and it's your fault. That's too high. So an article was just released explaining how depressed Jordan Willis was. I'm going to show it for you right here, and then we're going to talk about it. The Kansas City Chiefs fan whose 3 friends were found frozen outside his home is depressed over all the accusations against him. As previously reported, 3 Kansas City Chiefs fans were recently found seemingly frozen outside their friend Jordan Willis' home in Platte County, Missouri. Since then, rumors have emerged that Willis was somehow behind their passings. And according to an unnamed source close to him, he isn't taking the speculation well. Not only is the whole country accusing him of passing away his friends without factual details, evidence, or any charges at this time, but also he lost 3 close friends, the source told Fox News. So how dare you speculate? How dare you come up with these theories that have no basis in anything factual? That is what he is telling his friend, and that is what his friend is telling this reporter. What is weird about this story is a lot of these accusations are coming from the family. Typically, you would see these accusations coming from social media. And while I am sorry for what you're going through, all the families of those 3 men are also depressed right now. Not only are they depressed, they're very confused by the actions of Jordan Willis. So he might be depressed, and rightfully so. He may have had nothing to do with this. But you can't blame people for speculating when something odd happens. The fact remains, Jordan, you did not see those bodies. Now, if you legitimately didn't see them, or you pretended not to see them, that is yet to be determined. Now, like most channels on the internet, we're just speculating and asking questions. We're not necessarily accusing you and saying anything factual. We just want to know why. And a lot of this could be cleared up. It's pretty simple. Issue out a statement. Was there any substances at that party? Did you partake in those substances? Did those 3 individuals partake in any type of substance? Did that 5th person bring it over there and sell it? There's a lot of rumors. These rumors can be dispelled with information. A lot of what you have said has changed. You have to recognize that. There is at least a piece of all of us who kind of to a degree feel sorry for what you're going through. But this is kind of a bed that you have made, in a sense, with changing your story multiple times. So you can't blame people for asking questions. When the person who lives at the home spends days without noticing 3 of his friends in the backyard, and then has a story that changes multiple times. It is not our fault for wanting to know what happened. But I would also say it is more important to worry about the well-being of these 3 people's families. You might be depressed, but my God, I have no idea what they're going through, because their loved one is now passed. Not only had they passed, they never got an answer. You didn't call authorities. Somebody had to break into your home. You can't tell anybody online that it is not weird you apparently slept 24, 48 hours, however long it was. That is certainly odd. You can't say it's not odd that you didn't see these bodies in your backyard. We've seen your backyard. There are windows there. You might not have had a reason to go into the backyard. That is completely possible. But you still have windows. I would assume at some point you walked towards the back of your house to one of those rooms, whichever ones they are. Shortly after those individuals passed, you moved out. That is also odd. There's a lot of odd things here. Now, nothing said on this channel is factual, and I'm not accusing you of anything, but it should be okay to raise questions. And we can raise questions in this country because that's our right as American citizens. What has gone on in this story is odd. Everything surrounding this story is odd. The family is saying that these 3 individuals didn't do substances, and that was nonsense. We are all waiting for the toxicology report. But something happened. Listen, in the upper 20s to lower 30s, people don't have a history of simultaneously freezing. So don't blame anybody for what is going on right now. You could issue a statement completely clearing up all these accusations. You could very clearly tell us if anybody was taking anything. Now, I don't know if you have done this, but you could push your law enforcement to issue a public statement explaining why there's no foul play. There's a lot of things that could be done here that aren't being done. And the only way to put out a wildfire is to start throwing water on it. And all that's been added to this whole situation from your wish attorney, allegedly, is nothing but fuel. The fire's gone out of control. We need an official statement. We need a press conference. We need a legitimate timeline of the events surrounding these 3 individuals. What happened is not normal. I am personally sorry you're depressed. I'm personally sorry you're going through what you're going through. But I can promise you one thing, if something happened like that in my home, I can certainly bet if I had done what you had done, I'd be facing the same scrutiny. It's just common sense. That's just how it works. If any of y'all see any of these things differently, you can let me know down in the comments below. Other than that, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here. There's an AFC Championship game going on, and I'm going to get back to watching it.